Have you urged the mayor to seek help?
My advice to the mayor is confidential.
Our top story this hour, Toronto Mayor Rob Ford's chief of staff says he was fired today. This is Mark Towhey being escorted out of City Hall by security a couple of hours ago. He told reporters he gave advice to the mayor and was let go, but he wouldn't say what advice he gave. Ryerson professor Meyer Semiatiki is an expert in municipal politics at Ryerson University. He joins me now by phone from Toronto with more on this latest development and what it means for Rob Ford. So first of all, Meyer, we're learning that the mayor's chief of staff, Mark Towhey, has just been fired. What do you make of this?
Well, another day, another shockwave. I suppose we're getting used to this in Toronto. The surprises and mysteries continue. It's hard to know, of course, exactly what played out, although one could surmise. The problem, of course, is we've got something of a mayor in hiding here in Toronto, and who doesn't explain himself or give a full account of his actions. So he certainly has not, to this point, yet divulged why he has let his chief of staff go. But I think you'd have to imagine that it has to do with a difference of opinion on how the mayor has been handling the otherwise most recent controversy surrounding him, the allegation of crack cocaine usage.
And how much of, as someone who understands municipal politics in the city, in this country, how much of a problem would you say in a crisis like this, in the country's biggest city, for the chief of staff to be fired?
I would say it's very, very big, especially when you factor in that the two of them have had a very long-standing relationship. You know, Mark Towhey is a long-standing Ford loyalist. He was there at the origin. He was a major figure through the mayor's election campaign. So, to have a falling out of somebody who has been with Mayor Ford from the beginning, I think tells you that the mayor's office is in chaos. And, I think it probably is a reflection of the advice the mayor is getting, and it would appear choosing not to follow, to take a different course in how he's responding to these allegations. And it just seems like everything's falling apart around the mayor at this point.
We've heard from Deputy Mayor Holiday earlier, and he says that the mayor is receiving advice from a lawyer saying that he shouldn't say more than he's already said, just saying that the allegations are ridiculous. Any sense of why he would be given that advice?
Well, to be a lawyer is, I think, almost by definition, to take the most cautious, risk-averse course of action possible. That may be standard fare out of law school and out of a law office. It doesn't cut it in the political world. I mean, the mayor would be so much further ahead in the court of public opinion if he was just very candid and transparent about what the situation is, what issues he may or may not be confronting, how he plans to deal with them. He has almost conveyed, unintentionally for Mayor Ford, I think he has, by his silence, he has conveyed to the public that he's got something to hide, that he's not fully disclosing what the circumstances and situation is. I think he's put himself in a worse position, politically certainly, by not being very frank.
Do you think that it's reasonable for reporters to be following him everywhere he goes, basically trying to get him to speak more to the issue?
Well, I think the dilemma here is that, this is a mayor who picks and chooses, when and how he gives account of himself to the public. I think you could look at this and think that the mayor is being hounded. The broader picture to this is, this is probably the only mayor in Canada who doesn't issue a weekly and daily accounting of what his schedule is. So, this is somebody who very much keeps a tight lid on anyone knowing any information about what he's doing in the job, which is the public job of being the head of Canada's largest municipality, the fourth largest municipality on the continent, and supposedly needing to be accountable, transparent, we have anything but that. So in that context, it has fallen to journalists to be the only possible, flashlight we can find to figure out what exactly where is the mayor and what exactly is he, what exactly does he think and say.
Good of you to take the time. Thank you very much, Meyer. That's
my pleasure.
Ryerson University professor Meyer Semiatiki speaking to me by phone in Toronto.